a great question to ask anybody if you're hoping to get some good life advice from them is, hey, what advice would you give to your son or daughter when they're graduating college? And that's really what today's video is for me. This is a celebratory weekend for my family. My oldest daughter, Sierra, is graduating college. I've given some thought to 5 things that I want to share with Sierra. And today I'm going to share those items with you. So if you're interested, let's go for a walk and talk about them. And the first one is particularly for students, the graduating college thing. I think this one's really pertinent, and that is to not fear failure. The way a lot of young people have gotten into college, they've succeeded in getting to the point where they're graduating, is they've done everything that society has told them that they should do, right? They've made decisions based on this is the game and this is how you play it, and they've made the decision to play the game. But a downside of that is it can give you a fear of doing things where, to use college terms, they might get a B or a C in the course as opposed to an A, right? So that can build in a fear of failure. And so my advice to Sierra is going to be, don't fear failure. If you get an opportunity to go to the plate and take a swing for the fences, I hope she'll do it. Does it mean that she's not going to fail? No, of course it doesn't. I've failed many times, and from that experience, I can share that the sting of failure pales in comparison to the agony of regret. The pain of regret is much, much greater than the pain of failure. So don't fear failure. Do things that stretch you, that you're not sure that you can do. I think it's good to do things that you're not sure that you can do. So that's item number 1. Number 2, and this is hard as a dad to say this, but sometimes you need to let other people's dreams for you die in order that you can nurture and pursue your dreams, right? So as Sierra's dad, I have dreams for her, right? But Papa's dreams for her don't matter. This is her life. She's 23 years old. She's out on her own. So, just giving her permission to let Dad's dreams for her die, to let Mom's dreams for her die, and to pursue Sierra's dreams. And I think this applies to all of us. And I would just encourage you to do it as well, is pursue your dreams. And sadly, in order to do that, more times than not, we need to let other people's dreams for us die so that we can pursue our dreams, okay? Number 3 is kind of related to that. It still has to do with dreams. And that is at the high level, from a work standpoint, you can either spend your professional life helping somebody else achieve their dreams, or you can spend your professional life helping yourself achieve your dreams. Now, here there's really no right or wrong. With number 2 earlier, I think there is a right or a wrong. And the right thing for Sierra is to let her father's dreams for her die and to pursue her own, right? It's her life. In this case, in your work world, and I bring it to a company as well, you can either help somebody else build their company or you can build your own company, and you really can't do both, right? And the nice thing about helping somebody else build their company is they have systems and procedures and customers and experiences in place. They can mentor you. They can provide predictable cash flow for you in a period of time where maybe you have a mortgage and you want to save money for your kids' college education, you want to save money for your retirement. Those are all really, really important things. But sometimes you have to give up your dream, or you have to modify your dream, or you have to build somebody else's company as opposed to building your company. So, you can't pursue somebody else's dream while you're pursuing yours, which was number 2. Number 3 is you can either help somebody else achieve their dream, or you can help yourself achieve your goal. And hopefully there's some overlap. Hopefully while you're helping somebody else achieve their goal, you can also achieve your goal. Okay, the next one I think is really, really important. And that is, again, these are points I'm going to be sharing with my daughter. I want her to use her skills and her talents as her safety net, so that she can pursue her biggest dreams, so that she can go up to the plate and take a swing at the fences and not have to fear failure. So use her talents, her skills, her education as a safety net, as opposed to handcuffs, where she's like, well, I've got this education, I have this skill set, therefore I have to do this. And I think a lot of us do that. And I think that's a mistake. I think it's great for that to be your fallback, but for that to be your main thing, I think there's a good chance you're going to look back on that and regret that. And you know, I don't want that for Sierra, and I don't want that for any of you here either. So looking at your skills, looking at your talents and saying, this gives me the freedom to do what I want to do. And you know what, if it doesn't work out, I can take some of these high paying jobs, I can take some of these more prestigious jobs. But to give up on my dream from day one because I have this education, because I have this skill set. You know, some of these jobs are really hard to get without certain educations. But just because you can get that job doesn't mean you should take that job. Okay, continuing on. And this one's going to seem a little strange coming from somebody who has spent his adult life as a financial advisor. But, you know, you're only in your 20s once. And I think you should not worry about saving money in your 20s. There, I've said it, it's heresy in my industry. A lot of people, you know, a lot of people in my position would tell 20-year-olds, oh, you know, put your money in a Roth. Look, if you save X dollars before you're 30, look what happens when it grows. And that's very, very true. But you know what? You've also given up your 20s. Not entirely. Can you do both is a fair pushback. But the utility of those dollars can be huge. And by utility, it means, you know, what experiences, what adventures can you do if you spend that money as opposed to saving it. And the utility of that money will probably never be higher than it is right now. So consider spending it. And frankly, you know, early in your career, for most of us, we're not making that much money anyway, so it's really not moving the needle. Yes, you have the time value of money and things compounding, but you also have this enormous utility. You have friends that have freedom. They haven't gotten married yet. They don't have kids yet. They don't have mortgages. So maybe they want to go backpacking through Europe with you, or maybe they want to stay in hostels in Southeast Asia with you, or maybe they want to go on a scuba diving vacation. All these fun things. And you know, that window's going to close. I wish that window stayed open forever, but that window's going to close. So the utility value is really, really high. So these are the points I'm going to be sharing with my daughter. I hope you found them helpful as well. If you did, I know you'll enjoy this video over here that talks about average income for retirees, and this video down here that talks about 5 reasons to retire as soon as you can. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.